Say good morning, Viola.
Good morning, Father.
No, say good morning, everybody.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, everybody. Happy
Birthday.
Tuesday. Yeah, happy Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah, we just sitting here chilling. I just finished, as y'all could see, I just finished eating breakfast and working out and everything. And so, yeah, we just, chilling, Viola's running around, watching cartoons, getting up, running around, watching cartoons, get up, run around, watch cartoons. Yeah, so, Viola, you want to show everybody what you got from the grandmas and my in-laws and my mom for Christmas. I know I showed y'all what she got from us. Viola, come show everybody Minnie Mouse. My mother bought her this giant Minnie Mouse. Get out of my kitchen, Viola. Viola, out. Look at her. Where you get them chips from, Viola?
Chips.
No.
Chips at Mama.
No, go put it back, Viola.
No.
Viola, you're not supposed to have no chips.
No. Silver put on our chips.
Why you putting the chips to night? Show everybody your toys you got from Nana. I'll show y'all because Viola be tripping. So yeah, she got another doll. Well, she got two dolls. She got a little baby. Another baby. Oh my goodness. You show everybody your baby. Ooh, look at your baby. You like it? And then my mother-in-law got her this little cheerleader.
Come on. Stop.
Trying to keep her intact. Her shoes and socks I had to put somewhere else. I'm gonna super glue them things to the doll baby because I don't want it's just a nice doll. I don't want her to, mess it up. And then she got this leapfrog learning toy where you play the piano and learn all kind of stuff. And then my mom stood in line at the Disney store to get her this life-size Minnie Mouse. So yeah, Viola got so many toys, it's just ridiculous. And so get down from my ladder, please. Get down. So yeah, she got, hopefully that's the end of it until her birthday in July. Oh Lord, that's why you call a ladder stinky, Viola. The ladder's not stinky. Viola been driving me crazy. Yeah, yesterday I had to go to the DMV because it was time for me to renew my license, and it was so cool. I went to a new DMV this time. You see, sit on your butt. She almost flipped her little butt off the couch. Excuse me?
Mommy,
You don't spit. Do you understand?
yes.
Okay, you don't spit. That's not nice, Viola. And don't look up in the sky. Y'all want a 2-year-old? Do you want a 2-year-old? Anyways, so yeah, I had to, and it got cold. I don't understand. It was like 40 degrees yesterday. And so, and even the day before that, on Sunday, we just got our cold front that we've been waiting on for I don't know how long. And so I knew I would have to stand in line at the DMV. And so that's why I called my mom to see if she could keep Viola for me, so that I can go to the DMV, because I know I would have to stand in line, out the door, so that, you could be, before they open, you got to make a line. And so, because everybody get there early, because who wants to be in the DMV all day long? And so I dropped my husband off, because I took the car for the day and dropped my husband off to work. And then my mom came and got Viola, hallelujah, because she didn't want me to drive all the way to Miami on an expired license. And so she was just like, I'll come get her. Why she woke up at 4:30 in the morning. But she came and got her, and took my husband to work. Then I went to Walmart because I wanted to use their restroom, because I didn't want to go all the way back home, and I wanted to get some water. And because I just didn't know how long I would be there. And so when I finally got there, I don't know if I was nervous or what. I don't even know why I was nervous, but I had ended up having to go to the bathroom, like, because they open at 8, and so around 7:30 I had to go back to the bathroom. So I went to Dunkin' Donuts. They had just built a brand new Dunkin' Donuts, and this place, I've never seen Dunkin' Donuts look like this. Like, it was like set up like a business type setup. It had sitting areas, and then it had a conference room where they charge $15 an hour, and it's like a big conference. It's a conference room, but it's like glass. And I'm just like, who wants to sit and have a business meeting where everybody just come in? I mean, yeah, it was strange. I don't understand, but they trying to do something, I guess. But it was brand new, and so I used their restroom. Got back around 7:35, and there were like probably 16, 17 people already in line when I got back at 7:35. So I was just like, okay, let me just stand out here. And it was freezing cold. By that time it had it got a little bit warm, but it was still 66. And so for Floridians, that's freezing cold, okay? And so we stood in line, and at 8 o'clock they opened it, and this was like the best experience that I've ever had, because they were very, very organized. They had somebody that opened the door, you know, said I need the first 20 people or whatever. They had a little over 20 tellers or workers there to help you, which I thought was very, very cool, because that is the biggest issue. There's not enough people to assist, and that's why the line is long. And if you have somebody that's new that don't really know what to do, it makes the process even longer, because they have to ask their neighbor, hey, how do you put in for the suspended license? How do you put in for this? How do you put in for that? And so yeah, they had more than enough people that could help. And there was a gentleman there that was assigning people to where they should go. As soon as you walked in the door, the lady opened the door, she was standing outside the door. As soon as you walked in, there was a gentleman that says, hi, how are you? What are you doing? What are you here for today? And I said, to renew my license. Okay, well, you go to teller number 6. You go to teller number 7. I just like efficiency. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, it was good. You know, I had all my paperwork, and I don't know what it is with the DMV. I mean, I know what they do it for, but I went online the night before to see what all the documents that I needed, because in my ignorance years and years ago, I just took myself, and I didn't know you needed social security card, birth certificate, what's that stuff called, passport, voter registration card. I'm just like, well, what else do you want? Do you want my DNA, a piece of my butt, like, what more do you want? They just want it all. And then when I went there, when I finally got seen by the lady, she's like, oh, you don't need any of this paperwork. And I was just like, through all of that. And I was like, well, listen, I'd rather have it and not need it than to not have it and they will send you back. They will send you back. They're like, I'm so sorry, you don't have all your documents. You can skip the line when you come back, but you still got to go back home and get the paperwork that you need. So I'd rather have it and not need it than to not have it, you know. And so the only time I had to wait was waiting for the lady to print my license. And so that was like 5 minutes, and she print like 8 at a time. So she just printed it all out and called everybody's name, and I was out of there. And so it was real cool. I know y'all heard about that situation at the Fort Lauderdale airport where the fool went up in there and shot up the place and shot a bunch of people and stuff. My aunt was actually on the tarmacs. I hope that's how you say it. She was on the runway. She had just came in from the Bahamas because she had to go to the doctor and everything. She had to see a specialist down here, and plus she has what they call dual citizenship, because she was born in the United States on accident when her family was on vacation, but she resides in the Bahamas, and so she has dual citizenship. So she comes back and forth to get her hearing aid. She's an older lady, to get her hearing aid, to get all of her medical stuff, and so she needed to see a specialist. And so she came down, and it so happened to be the weekend of my birthday, because as y'all saw, my birthday was January the 6th. It was on a Friday. And so she came in and she was stuck because, you know, my mom was telling me that she was coming in on my birthday and we were going to have lunch. We were going to have a whole day. And when she got the call that the situation happened at the airport, she was actually supposed to take a later flight or an earlier flight, but she changed her flight at the last minute, which was fantastic because she would have ended up being in the airport at the time of the shooting. And so that was nothing but God. You understand what I'm saying? So she was stuck when the situation happened. All of the planes that were already flown in had already landed. They had everybody just stay on the plane. They wouldn't let anybody off, and she was on the plane for 6 hours. For 6 hours she was on the plane. And so I didn't end up seeing her until yesterday. And so I was able to see her, and since my mother already had Viola for the day, and then she spent the night at my mom's house because the doctor's office was close to where my mom lives, and so she spent the night at my mom's house, and she got a chance to see Viola and everything. And so, and then I found out what store they were going to after I had finished all my business and running errands, because when you got a babysitter, you got to get it all done. So you can't mess around. I was just like, okay, I did the DMV, now let me go to the store, let me go to the grocery store, let me go here, let me go there, get all my stuff done, you know, while I have the car and everything. And so yeah, so got everything done, and my mom was like, oh yeah, we're over here by the Ross. And so I went over there, and my mom had to go to the dollar store for something, and so my auntie, she's an older lady, and so she can't really walk for a long time, so she was sitting in the car, and it was nice and breezy. It had warmed up to like 71 with some light, nice breeze. And so she was just sitting in my mom's SUV, and I went and I talked to her for a little bit, and I got to see Viola, and I wasn't ready to get Viola back again, so I told her she was going to drop my auntie off. And so I told Viola, just go on ahead with your nana, I'll see you. And so I had to go get some, I had to go to the grocery store to get some milk and stuff. And so I went there, and then I waited for my mom to get back, and then that was it. That was our day. And so, yeah, man, it was real cool. It's still cold. And so I guess the good thing about it is that I can have the ceiling fan on, and it stays pretty comfortable in the house and everything. So, but the sun comes out and it warms right up, but early in the morning and at nighttime the temperature drops. And then it tried to rain yesterday. I was just like, no, that's how people get pneumonia. Stop. Like, why? Like, it was like sprinkling. Like, what are you doing? No, just let us deal with the cold. Don't do cold and rain. Nobody trying to get sick. But anyway, yeah, that was it. So we just hanging out at home today. I go back to school. My winter break is over on the 25th of January, and so I'm really excited. Y'all stay tuned, because I have to get my insurance card, a new insurance card, because I signed up for a new insurance, and so I'm gonna get my new insurance card this week, and then I'm gonna make an appointment to my OB to see if I could, you know, talk to this new dude to see if he could do anything. Well, first I want him to decipher my HSG that I had done in 2015. Sorry y'all, my camera, the memory was too full, so I had to dump the footage. So yeah, I got assigned a new insurance provider, and so, excuse me, as soon as I get my insurance card, I will be going to the OB so that I can have him decipher my HSG, the one that I took in 2015, September of 2015. I have the DVD, and so that he could look at it and give me a concrete diagnosis, and then he could either tell me if both tubes are blocked, if one tube is blocked, and then he can give me medication to make me hyperovulate so that the other tube, you know what I'm saying, so I can, you know, because child, if he could give me something to help me out, you know, if I have just one blocked tube and the other tube, you know, he can get me some medication, that'll save us a whole bunch of money, and we didn't got to spend that money on the IUI. The IUI is plan B, okay? And so that's what we're trying to do right now. And so I'm waiting on that. They said 7 to 10 days. I ordered the card last Thursday, so hopefully it comes in by Friday or Saturday, and then I can make the appointment for next Tuesday, and I think that'll be like the last week in January. So I'm gonna, of course, take you guys along. How y'all liking my new editing, honey? Yes, child, I'm learning a little bit. I'm learning a little bit of stuff now. It's not perfect, but I'm trying, okay? I told y'all I was gonna try to improve the vlogs a little bit more so that y'all can get, you know, a nicer view and a more relaxed, because I know what I like to see. Because even though I'm a vlogger, I consider myself a very I'm a viewer as well. I love to view vlogs, and I like vlogs that have, I just like to watch a lot of nice footage, you know. I don't like vlogs that are like the footage is like crappy, it's too dark, too light, just too everything. And so, you know, I know what I like to watch, and so I had to kind of go back to the drawing board and kind of learn some new skills. I'm still learning, and I'm learning how to do anything. So if you see thumbnails looking crazy, or, you know, just bear with me, okay? Give me a few months to get efficient, you know, in these new skills that I'm trying to possess, and just trying to give y'all a overall better experience, okay? You know, and that's what you do, honey. You're supposed to learn more and grow more and improve, and that's the whole purpose of life. And it's a great hobby of mine. Y'all know I'm not doing any of this for any fame or recognition or anything. I don't care if I ever get more than the subscribers that I have. And I got some new subscribers, hey y'all, or anything. That's not why I just, you know, when you stay at home mom, you're kind of bored. So, you know, why not talk to some folks out there in the internet land, right? So anyway, yeah. So I'm trying y'all to give y'all a better experience, you know, in the vlogs. So y'all gonna see a lot more footage and a lot more fancy, you know, whatever it is that I learn, you know. But I'm not gonna go too far, you know. Let me tell you, I'm just gonna keep it real simple, you know. I'm not trying to be extra, because that's just not me. Y'all know I'm very laid back, simple type person, you know. I'm not an extra person. That's just not my personality. And if I tried to be that way, y'all would flag it as being phony. And y'all know I'm too lazy to be phony. Like, it takes too much work to be something that you're not. And so I can only be me. And me is simple. So anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Violet's getting ready to take a nap. My cats are running around like banshees. And so, yeah, Violet's getting ready to take a nap. So I'll see y'all later on in the day. Peace out. Say night-night. Night-night. Hey, what's up, guys? Verna's home. I just got through finished making dinner. We have on Vern's plate, he has pork chops, broccoli and cheese, and a baked potato. And I have on my plate some baked chicken cutlets that I chopped up and baked, some cheese and broccoli, and a baked potato. Very simple dinner, nothing too fancy. And yeah, I'm gonna put the sour cream on at the very end so my potato doesn't get cold. And we are gonna sit down and have dinner. So we'll see you in a bit. What's going on, everybody? There's husband.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, we're getting ready to eat dinner now. Viola's in bed, and we are actually we're gonna watch the Oz series. Y'all remember Oz, that crazy TV show on HBO? Yeah, we try to save money so we don't have any of the premium channels, and so my husband got this really cool device called Movie Box, and you could pretty much see all the new movies, all of the TV shows. It's just so much to see on there, and so it's perfect for if you want to save money on your cable bill and not have a bunch of those premium channels. Plus, if you want to look at like old HBO shows and stuff like that, you want to catch up and just watch it again, you know, it's perfect for that. And so we're just here, like, I'm telling you, like, this is like our favorite part of the evening because Viola's in bed. She went to bed at, I think, 8:30, right, honey?
Right. She
Yeah.
went to bed at 8:30. So.
Yeah, she went to bed at 8:30, and it's just, I'm telling you, it's in your best interest to sleep train these kids early, because let me tell you, it's so nice. You know, my husband works a lot of hours. He goes to work like 5:30 in the morning, and he doesn't come home until almost 7. And you know, for us to have that time, you know, Violet, he gets home, plays with Viola, Violet takes her bath, eats her dinner. She eats dinner really, really early. And so, you know, we put her down around 8:30, and then by that time, you know, had dinner already prepared, and we could sit and, you know, talk about our day and watch our shows and just have our mommy and daddy time. You understand? Without somebody just
interrupting. So Violet in bed, we want to spend our little time together. Like she said, I work long hours, you know, and when Violet sleep, it's mommy and daddy time.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get ready to kick it back, watch the odds, you know. So get ready for tomorrow to go to work, and I'll be missing my wife and my kids. So
Yeah.
all right, see y'all later. I'm gonna get ready to munch down. So peace.
Yeah, so we getting ready to eat, and so I just wanted to end the vlog, and I did just a little bit of our day, and we didn't really do too much today, and so I'm just trying to get as much rest as I can because I start back school soon. In like less than 2 weeks I start back school, so I'm trying to get ready for the grind. I'm a senior this year. Woo! I'm a senior. I'm so excited. Oh, can't wait to graduate. But anyway, I know this video is probably a little bit long, but y'all know all my videos long. Y'all already know. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up so that you can see when I post a vlog every single Monday. And subscribe, share, tell a friend, and I will see you guys later. Bye.
Bye bye.
All right. Good.